watching football. So, since I am in such a big Spyro and Dragon mood, I decided to make a new video of myself reading one of my favorite stories from the Dracopedia Legends book by William O'Connor. Let's see, I think today I will read about, this seems like a good one, but then again it portrays the dragons as antagonists. I want to find a story where the dragon is the protagonists, and that's why I have this. This is a good book. These dragons are the protagonists. Well, actually, they're forced antagonists by an evil sorcerer. This is the Chinese legend of the 4 dragon kings. Book's too shiny. Want you to be able to see the artwork. Yeah, the 4 dragon kings. Let's begin. The legend of the 4 dragon kings. In ancient China, there dwelt 4 brothers known as the 4 dragon kings. Qilan the Green, who lived in his castle by the East China Sea, controlled the season of spring. Zulong the Red, who lived in his castle by the South China Sea, was ruler of the summer. Beilong the White, who lived in his castle in the west at Kunai Lake, controlled the season of autumn. And Heilong the Black, who lived in the north at Lake Baikal, controlled the season of winter. Together, the 4 brothers kept peace and prosperity, ruling over the many kingdoms of China, bringing rains in the spring, warm summers for the growing season, cool nights for the autumn harvest, and snow in winter. The people loved the 4 brothers and made offerings to them, and many temples built in their honor. In one small village lived a young girl named Liwa, who adored the 4 dragon kings. Every 6th moon, Liwa would travel far from home to the temple of the dragon kings, where she would burn incense, recite her vows, and march in many processions to show her love for the dragon gods. "Why do you travel so far to pray to the dragons?" Liwa's friends teased her. "You are just one little girl. Do you think that the great and powerful dragon gods notice you and hear your offerings?" Liwa took no notice because she knew that it was not important whether the dragon gods noticed her. It was only important that she showed them her respect, that even the smallest person could make a difference. Not everyone loved the 4 brothers. An evil sorcerer named Wu Peng resented the power the brothers held and was jealous of the love the people had for them. Wu Peng dreamed of possessing the powers of the 4 dragon kings and could then rule all of China himself. The sorcerer learned that there existed a powerful dragon orb that would be be able to control the four brothers. So Wu Peng set out on a quest to find it, and, at long last, in an ancient temple on a mountain, he found the orb set in an ornate staff. Wu Peng struck the great dragon orb staff into the rock and called, "Great Dragon Brothers, I, Wu Peng, summon you from the four corners of the world to do my bidding." Unable to resist the powerful lure of the orb, the four brothers were torn away from their kingdoms and brought to the mountaintop where Wu Peng stood. Though their powers were mighty, the dragon kings were bound by the power of the orb. The dragons thrashed in torment as they struggled, but alas, the terrible wizard wrestled control of the four dragon kings. Anguished inside, but under Wu Peng's spell, the dragons followed his horrific instructions to devastate the land and bring many kingdoms under Wu Peng's rule. The people abandoned their farms and the cities to seek shelter in the mountains. The rain from Qinlong washed away the farms. The fires from Zulong burned the trees. The icy sleet from Heilong froze the birds in the sky, and Beilong breathed choking smoke that blotted out the sun. Together, the four brothers terrorized the land they loved and were powerless to stop the evil sorcerer. The young girl Liwa wished to help the four brothers and stayed behind when her parents fled the village. "What can you do?" her parents asked. "You are just one little girl. You cannot make a difference." Undeterred, Liwa ran through the dark landscape to find the castle of Wu Peng, where the four dragon brothers rested on the mountaintop. "I am here to help you," Liwa said to the brothers. The dragon kings looked tired and defeated. "You cannot help us, little girl. Be gone before the wizard awakes and finds you," Qilong said to her. "But there must be something I can do," Liwa said. "The great dragon orb must be destroyed," Heilong whispered. "Only that will set us free." In the night, while Wu Peng slept, Liwa scrambled up the mountain to the castle. The castle was guarded by terrible demons, but Liwa was small and able to sneak past them. She wandered through the halls of the castle until she came to the hall of Wu Peng. A powerful warrior would not have been able to break through the iron doors, but Liwa was little and slipped unnoticed through a crack in the wall. Inside, Wu Peng slept on his golden throne, with the great dragon orb staff resting beside him. Silently, she crept up to the throne, took hold of the staff, and slipped it away from Wu Peng's grasp. The wizard suddenly awoke and was startled to find Liwa holding the great dragon orb in her little hands. "What are you doing, little girl?" he sneered. "Give that to me." Liwa lifted the orb over her head and with all of her might smashed it at her feet. A blinding flash and crack of thunder accompanied Wu Peng's shriek of horror. "No!" Outside the castle, a great roar bellowed through the air, a cry of rage from the furious dragon kings. At once the roof of the castle was torn off, and the dragon kings, released from the power of the orb, turned their fury on Wu Peng. He screamed as they snatched him up and swallowed him. The four brothers were eternally grateful to Liwa for saving them from their enslavement to Wu Peng. Zulong let Liwa climb on his back, and the Dragon Kings flew the one who made a difference back home to her village where her parents embraced her. The 4 Dragon Kings returned to their own castles where they live to this day, ruling over the 4 corners of China and bringing prosperity and good fortune to all. Wow. See? I like this legend because in this legend the dragons are good. Just like in Spyro. Look at that. Whooping's spell fused the 4 brothers together into a winged hydra. There they are. These illustrations are incredible. Yeah. So that's the story I just felt like reading and sharing. The 4 Dragon Kings, the Chinese dragon legend. Okay, bye.